Oh man, so you guys know I don't normally do these emergency videos, but we've actually got a bit of emergency, so I want to get this video out to you as quickly as possible. So Bitcoin is trying to break out and head to all-time highs literally as we speak. So let's take a look at the charts. I'm on the hourly right now, but let's switch down to the 15-minute chart to give us a better idea of what's going on. So you can see we entered this red wedge triangle within our larger continuation pattern. So again, let me quickly remind you of where we're at. This is back to the daily chart. We're in this white pattern here, okay, which was the continuation pattern, which gave us a price target of breaking all-time highs at 65,000. So this is what we're looking at. Let me zoom back in. I'll go to the 5-minute chart now. Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart, and you can see we're now coming out of this red triangle, which is within our white one. So we're almost breaking out of both together, okay? So the white line you can see is from the broader continuation pattern. The red one is the small triangle we've been forming since yesterday, okay? Now we've seen we were hovering at the bottom, and this is what typically happens when you're about to break to the upside, because you get the market trying to trick you, get you ready to short, and then it goes back up. So we've broken out to the upside of this triangle, and that now gives us a price target, because we've broken out of the greater white pattern, of up to 65,000. Okay, so that yellow line is roughly at all-time highs, just slightly above it, and that will take us to that target. Let me go to the 4-hourly chart. Got it. And there we go. So you can see this is the white line here is your price target from this white breakout, okay, from the white line. And that's going to take us to all-time highs. But the beautiful thing here is if we look at the wider pattern, if I come back out to the daily, now not only are we breaking out of our smaller patterns within the medium-sized white pattern, okay, this is like pattern inception, guys. So let me just explain this one more time. So you've got the small red triangle, which is where we're getting a breakout from. By breaking out of that, it means you're breaking out of this continuation pattern on this view, which is valid on the 4-hourly and the daily. But then by breaking out of this continuation pattern, we still validating our cup and handle pattern, which has a price target of $75,000. Okay, so hopefully we're following that. We've got the small red triangle, which on the smaller time frames, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, we've broken out of. Okay, let's take a look again. So we're breaking out of the red pattern, okay? In doing so, you can see we've got a breakout from the top of the white pattern, okay? And that could then deliver us a price target of not just all-time highs, but then carry us on towards the 75,000. But the first target point is getting to this yellow line here, which is our 65,000, which would break our 64,800 high, okay? Now, let's be careful of the downside risk as well. We could be having a fake out. We could be coming down by the time I post this video even. And either we can break down, which is not what we want, back into our wedge, which means we'll have to build the momentum again. Or this could be it, and we could head higher. Now, your third situation, and probably the best situation, which I always like, is to run higher, get a retest off support, and head higher, okay? That's what I'd want to see in a perfect situation, okay? That's what I want to see. So let's keep an eye on this, but we've got a breakout now, so let's be smart. Let's see what happens. This could be a lot of different factors. We've had a lot of buoyancy in the market today. We've seen the stock market open nice and green. We've seen a lot of fears going away, and I think everybody's expecting crypto to really start flying now. You've got the ETF trading today as well. Let's see if we got any data on our BITO ticker. Let's see. There we go. And you got your first few minutes of trading on our new futures ETF. So no doubt we'll monitor this. Let's go to the 1-minute chart, see if we get a bit more. If I can type. There we go. We've officially got our first bit of trading on the Bitcoin ETF. And if we just stretch that out, there you go, guys. It's official. This is history. That's the Bitcoin's first futures ETF, okay? And it's trading away. And you cannot do technical analysis on 10 minutes worth of data, guys. So don't even ask me to. So there you have it, guys. Exciting times for Bitcoin. If you're trading it, please be careful. Like I've said before, with the Bitcoin ETF, you could be having a bit of buy the rumor, sell the news. But overall, we're bullish. If you haven't watched my video with my perspective on the long-term nature of the Bitcoin ETF, click here. I'll link that up. But for the short term, this is great for Bitcoin. Bullish. Bitcoin dominance is still heading up, creating the W pattern, which I've mentioned. In fact, let's take a look at that W pattern before we go, because I do want to show you this. We need Bitcoin dominance to continue to show strength if we want the Bitcoin rallies to continue, right? And here's that beautiful W pattern, which I've called out weeks ago. And you can see that's now taking shape. So you need Bitcoin to continue to show strength versus altcoins, get up to this neckline, and then we can see an explosive move for Bitcoin leading us to the new year. And that's what we want in terms of our Bitcoin. And you can see Bitcoin now really on an absolute tear. I mean, look at once it bounced off this trend line here, there was no stopping it. It's just gone vertical. And this is why anybody new into crypto, please don't try to time these things. You could have had high conviction in Bitcoin for all this time and you missed out on this. You've messed up your timing. That's why you won't try seeing me time alts versus Bitcoin or vice versa. I'll just put my money in high conviction plays and let it do the work. So you can see here, the other thing I want to mention is don't forget you've got the wider target from this massive violet wedge. And that price target, if I just change the color to violet so we don't get confused, that'll do, purple. That price target takes you to 85,000, okay? So this greater pattern we've got will take us to a price target of 85,000. So I know this is quite confusing, guys, because we've got a lot of patterns going on different time frames, but that's really important when you're doing technical analysis. You want confluence of different time frames. If the 1 hour chart is giving you a bearish signal, but the hourly is giving you a bullish, then you're fighting against the trend, right? You want to go with the tide, and that's why I love it when all of our time frames are matching up. And this is a beautiful moment in Bitcoin. I mean, you can see clear patterns on every single time frame suggesting we're going to break that small red one on the 5 hour to 15 minute chart. That will then get you a break of this white continuation pattern on the hourly and 4 hourly, and then obviously on your day chart you've then got the wider cup and handle pattern, all tying us into breaking all-time highs at 65, heading for 75, and then towards our bullish assumptions of 85, 100, 150, which you've heard all of the bull cases for many times. So really exciting times for Bitcoin. Naturally, you're getting the number of shorts starting to go up as well. So I can see that's 14% up now. A slight tick up in the number of shorts. Nothing major, nowhere near what we saw in July or June or even earlier in May. So I wouldn't be too worried, but you can see it's up 14% here today. Naturally, as Bitcoin starts to get to new territories, up to 64,000, 65,000, you will have more short sellers coming on board with leverage trades. So we need to be cognizant of that as well. Ethereum, how's Ethereum moving with this as well? Ethereum, I think naturally will move as Bitcoin moves. We know we've covered earlier on that we've got this inverse head and shoulders pattern on Ethereum on the daily chart. We broke out from it. It looks like we're coming back down to retest. And if I show you on the hourly chart how we see that playing out, you can see we're creating a bit of a wedge on this retest, okay? So this is healthy. When you've broken out of the neckline, to come back down, just like I said with Bitcoin and retest, there's nothing wrong with that. And in fact, it got some support right there along you can see there that wick got support right there on the neckline of the cup, entering this wedge. And if Bitcoin now breaks out of it, I would expect Ethereum to move as well. You can see it trying to there, but the bears are fighting back here. It's just wick back down there. Let's see if we can get a closer look on a 5 minute time frame. Yeah, there you go. Tried to break out. It got sent back down. So they're going to have a little battle here. No doubt Bitcoin's going to do the same. And this is where it gets exciting. You can even look at this and watch this on the minute time frame just to see. Look at that. It's coming back down now to test the triangle. And you can literally see. Let's go to the minutes. Let's see what happens. You can literally see they're fighting for this breakout here. So I'm going to go ahead and upload this video. Who knows, by the time we upload this video, we could be breaking either way. Either we could be coming to the bottom of this wedge, in which case you should always be prepared for a breakdown. Let me show you. You should always be prepared for a breakdown to the bottom of this wedge, okay, the red wedge, which would give you a price target of... Oh, my computer doesn't want to play, of about 58,000-ish. My cursor's not playing there. But if we break to the upside, then you know we're going to head for all-time highs and then hopefully $75,000 on Bitcoin. So really interesting moment. I'm going to upload this right now for you guys so you can see. I did tell you it was an emergency. If you like my perspective, as always, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. If you're interested in my perspective or you want me to do some technical analysis on your favorite projects or coins, then please hit the join button, become a member. You'll get access to our exclusive members only community and I'll answer those questions one-on-one for you. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you in the next one.